hope you enjoyed that Arthur Bradford story there. It's a simple story, but I love simple things, and I think I think he's got a very economical style, Arthur Bradford. I hope you saw what I meant by that. It's a classic example of a character motivation obstacle outcome story. You've got a character who wants to escape, who wants to head south, wants to escape winter, doesn't really want to stop where he is. And I think, to be honest, if you were to look at that story closely, you'd see that that's kind of loaded with symbolism, that obviously he wants to escape his kind of social situation. So there we have a character who we learn is quite a shady character, who's somebody who's not to be relied upon, somebody who we wouldn't lend money to. So there's a bit of backstory with that character. And then various obstacles are placed in the character's way so that he cannot escape. The first obstacle is that his friend won't lend him his car, so he can't do that. The second obstacle is that his friend won't lend him some money to catch the bus out of town. And the third obstacle is that when he steals his friend's car, that the police catch him and he's then taken and he's arrested. Okay, so the character wants something, he cannot achieve something, these obstacles are placed in his way. The outcome is that his friend, who doesn't press charges, he discovers internally, he makes a discovery internally that maybe this friend is more of a friend than he thought, really. So that's the outcome, really, is that I think the outcome of that story is, did he need to escape? And I don't think the character did need to escape. Classic Camus short story structure. In the activities this week, I'm going to ask you to have a go at a Camus short story structure, because they're dead easy and you can get some short stories going really quickly. The next short story structure I'm going to talk about is something called exposition, development and resolution. It's what's called a 3-act classic narrative structure. Now, in this structure, what you do is, in the first part, is you expose a problem that the character has to solve. In the second part, what you do is that problem magnifies. It's quite similar to the Camus short story in that obstacles are placed in their way and that the characters have to overcome those obstacles. The third section of the exposition, development, resolution short story narrative structure, which is also applied to novels and plays and all sorts of things as well, is that there has to be some kind of resolution. So the third act of your story is a bit like the Camus structure, is that the story has to be resolved in some kind of way. Okay, what I'd like you to do is have a little read of Hansel and Gretel. Story structures have been around for a long time, really, and the brothers Grimm, when they went off to Germany, in the backwaters of Germany, they discovered Hansel and Gretel, this oral story that had been passed down from generation to generation. And in my mind, it's a really, really, really good example of an exposition, development, resolution narrative. Have a read, have a little think about what problems are exposed, how those problems are magnified, and how those problems are resolved. It's a lovely story, but it's not at the same time. It's one of my favourite fairy tales of all time. And I'll see you in 10 minutes. Bye bye.